Hello everyone, this is the mind of Lilith and welcome to another open mind intuitive tarot message. This message will be for my audience or the collective who's watching this. Whoever resonates with this is for you guys. This message will be for the next 24 to 48 hours. Spirit guides, divine messengers, and archangels, thank you for your support. What message needs to be relayed to the collective for the next 24 to 40 hours? What do they need to know? What does the collective need to know to serve their highest good? Intimacy, bonding, sensual, and confiding. Hold on a second. This camera is backwards. Okay, that's better. Bonding, sensual, and confiding. That's intimacy. And then we also have face down, beauty, escaping, and clarity. Okay, so some of you guys are now realizing that you've never had a truly intimate relationship with anyone. You've never been open or vulnerable with anyone. You've always been guarded, walled off, closed off. You felt separated from life, people, co-workers, lovers. This could be Saturn in Scorpio, Saturn in the 8th house, Pluto in the 8th, Pluto in Scorpio. There's a fear of intimacy. You may have been attracted to people and situations who would allow you to maintain a superficial relationship with them. Okay, so your relationships are superficial and there could be some dissonance here. You may tell yourself that you want true intimacy and real love, but you keep attracting people who don't want to commit to you. You are attracting people who are resonating with you. Your fear of intimacy is attracting people to you who don't want intimacy. You may have Uranus in the 7th house, Uranus in the 5th house, Uranus in the 1st, the 4th, the 10th. There's a fear of deep emotional connections, dependency, vulnerability, attachment. You're becoming aware of that. And because you're becoming aware of that, you're changing the way you relate to people, the way you communicate with them. You're being more authentic with yourself, or more sincere, honest with yourself. You're breaking down or tearing down some mask that you've put up. You are becoming more vulnerable, affable, warm. What's the other word I'm looking for? Receptive, trusting. That's where we are right now. So at one point you were avoiding intimacy by getting involved with people and relationships and situations that allowed you to escape and avoid intimacy. Fake people, liars, womanizers, narcissists, gaslighters, avoidant attachment style type people, personality disorders. Again, I think I mentioned it earlier. So yeah, you guys are becoming aware of that. And now you're changing your tune, you're changing your energy, you're changing the way you relate to others, the way you communicate, the way you feel about yourself. This is a leveling up in consciousness or conscious awareness. reconnecting with your body, your mind, and your spirit. There's an integration happening here of all the 4 elements: earth, fire, air, and water. There could have been an imbalance of energy, too much air and earth, too much fire and water. You're coming into balance. Libra's here, Justice card, Queen of Swords, Venus energy, 6 of Cups, Sixes, Justice, Queen of Swords. Maybe even Pluto. The Death card, Tower, Scorpio energy. All right, Spirit Guides, please continue this message for the collective. I need a card for the past, 1 card for the present, and 1 for the future. 3 cards in succession, please. 1 for the past, present, and the future as it pertains to this story here. What is happening with the collective? What do they need to know for their highest good? For their elevation, their progress, their happiness, their contentment. What do they need to know here? Past, present, future, in that order, please. Thank you very much. The past, we have 9 of Wands, fear of vulnerability, paranoia, PTSD, trauma response, prepared to fight, hypervigilance, CPTSD, insecurity. Trigger happy, easily angered, anxious. What's the word? Testy. Testy energy. You always felt attacked or like you had to defend yourself even though nothing was going on. So you're easily triggered, you're insecure, very sensitive. You have Cancer in the 1st house, Moon in the 1st house, Cancer in the 7th. This is the past. 9 of Cups, 2 9s. This is emotionally overindulgent. Your emotions were all over the place, too intense. You gave too much weight or value to how you felt about things without considering if your feelings make sense, if they were rational. So you allowed your fears to dictate your actions. The 9 of Cups in this case, I believe, is self-indulgent self-pity. It made you feel good to be able to defend yourself, so you actually relish the idea of barking at people, being mean to people, maybe pushing people away. That made you feel safe and secure because they couldn't get too close to you. You see this person's face, it's like a spiteful smile, like a sneer almost. Look at all my cups, right? No one can get close to me. I'm safe and secure because I don't trust anybody. I'm always guarded. I'm always defensive. I'm always ready to attack, like an attack dog. Someone had an attitude problem too, but they didn't think they did, so they kept pushing people away and they didn't understand why. Someone's mouth is crazy. Mars in the 3rd house, Mars square Moon, Mars square Mercury, conjunct Mercury. Very defensive, and you being defensive made you feel safe because this is like 7 of Wands energy too. No one got close to you, but you wanted intimacy. You were pushing people away because you were afraid of intimacy, but you were afraid of intimacy because you really wanted it. You really wanted to trust someone, to love someone, to be able to rely on someone, to feel safe with someone, and you didn't feel that way. And so you started pushing people away, or you've been pushing people away, and that made you feel like you were winning. They're not going to get me. I'm going to get them before they get me. I'm going to check them before they check me. Nobody can hurt me. I'm my own best friend. Five of Swords, yes, presently. You know, I think this is you realizing you're the source of your own problems. The Five of Swords here. It's like a Pyrrhic victory. Yes, you have done a good job of guarding yourself and protecting yourself from being vulnerable, but at what cost? At what expense? Now you're alone or lonely. There's no intimacy here. You can't be intimate with someone that you don't trust. So here, this is like a Pyrrhic victory. Another sneer. Winning by playing dirty or being manipulative, or again, like playing mind games with people. I'm going to get them before they get me. I'm going to push them away before they push me away. I'm going to sabotage them before they sabotage me. So you win, but you're alone. That's presently what's going on. Three of Swords. Yes, you win, but you're alone. This is the Eight of Swords. Or the Two of Swords. The Eight of Swords is being stuck in your head. Overthinking. Analysis paralysis. Right? Being trapped in a certain way of thinking that prevents you from experiencing true intimacy. You're thinking too much. Everybody's out to get me, so I'm going to get them before they get me. You're coming from a position of hurt, distrust, anxiety, heartache, anger too. There's anger here. This is like, this is Libra energy. I'm seeing Mars in Libra, Mars in the third. Mars in the moon aspect. Mars, Mercury aspects. Chiron and the moon. Mars and Chiron aspects. Someone who uses psychological abuse or verbal abuse to push people away. The silent treatment, gaslighting, delaying communication, playing word games or mind games, double talking, future faking, kind of like narcissism even. Somebody likes to play games. I guess they play themselves. Whoever this was, they play themselves. And they're realizing that, oh, the reason why I'm alone is because I'm an asshole. What's the outcome? Hangman. Enlightenment. Clarity. I'm the asshole. I did it to myself. Well, at least now you know, right? Clarity and beauty. The beauty of this situation is that you have the power to change it. It's all up to you, right? It's not bad luck or a curse or juju or the evil eye that is causing your relationships to fall apart. It is your mouth and your attitude and the way you think about relationships and intimacy in the first place. Three of Wands. Time for a change. 2 threes. For the Three of Swords to the Three of Wands. Opportunities here. So this is someone who blocks their own blessings and opportunities because they have a negative perspective or mindset about what's going on. So we have 2 nines represent endings too. The Three of Wands represents opportunities coming in based on the hard work, energy, and effort you put in a situation. You've been paying attention to something, to yourself, I would say. You've been really reflecting on yourself. Spending a lot of time alone. Hangman. The Hermit's here too. Spend a lot of time alone because you were escaping from relationships, reality, connections. A lot of time alone. And because you spend a lot of time alone, you've had this epiphany, this awareness, this awakening that, oh, I'm the reason why my life sucks. It's not anybody else's fault. Clarify the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Wands. This is, lack of intimacy. Relationships that are based on sex and superficial things. No commitment, no intimacy, no connection, no stick-to-itness, no loyalty. It's just fly-by-nights. right? They can't hurt me if they don't know me. They can't hurt me if I don't stick around too long. That kind of mess. 10 of Cups. Avoiding marriage and relationships and commitment. Someone could have been cheating on a spouse, or again, avoiding commitment to protect themselves from getting hurt. Clarify the 5 of Swords and the 3 of Swords, please. 2 of Swords. I figured the 2 would be here. This is you making a tough decision. A catch-22. So, do I stay where I am, safe yet lonely, or do I put myself out there? Which makes me vulnerable to attack, being harmed and violated in some way. There's a choice you have to make to stay where you are, right? And do the same things you've been doing with the same results. Or you can open yourself up and try to cultivate more intimate relationships that have value, rather than just relationships based on sex and convenience and I'm lonely right now and avoidance, not wanting to have true intimacy. So you sleep with different people every month, week, whatever. There's no commitment here, not even to yourself. Page of Pentacles. A commitment. Planting your seed in something. Sticking to something, committing to something, seeing the value in a situation. So you have a choice. Either you can keep running, 5 of Swords, or you could try to commit to someone. Offer them or offer yourself some level of consistency, patience. There's a plan here. It's not just fly-by-night energy. Somebody could be coming towards you to offer you a low-key commitment, going steady. This person could have been for the streets for a while. You walked away from them. They thought it was a game at first. Ha ha ha, 7 of Swords. I got away with it. Then they get their feelings hurt. 10 of Swords, bang. Now they want to offer you something because they realize that the streets are cold and the people who they're meeting are matching their energy, and they don't like that. They want to feel warm. They want to feel welcome. They want to feel safe. And I guess these fly-by-night relationships or connections are no longer satisfactory for them. They could be getting older, could have health issues, could just be getting older, life in general. The streets are getting cold. Their friends are getting married. People are settling down, and here they are still just running around acting a fool. Clarify the Hangman and the 3 of Wands, please. Hangman and 3 of Wands. Hangman and 3 of Wands for the collective. You're looking forward to starting something new, definitely. I think you're waiting for someone to meet you halfway or to come towards you. Like you're waiting to be seen or heard. I mentioned the Hermit earlier. Hermit, the Moon, and the 5 of Wands, right? So you don't know where to start. You don't know how to begin this process. You have been stuck in your ways for so long that now that you want to change, you don't know how to change. You don't know how to be vulnerable, right? You're aware that you must change, but how do you do it? A lot of insecurities here, fighting yourself. This could be sleepless nights too, mental anguish. Knight of Pentacles, Page to the Knight, progressing in energy, getting more serious, more committed. Ace of Cups, absolutely, and you're afraid of this, but you want it. Knight of Swords, Gemini energy, 2 people here. There's love between you guys, but there's conflict because someone does not love themselves or they don't trust themselves or whatever. What does the Knight of Swords want to say to the Knight of Pentacles? Ten of Swords. It's over. They were betrayed. Eight of Wands. That's what the Five of Wands is about. This person's afraid that you'll turn them down. I don't think this is the reality. I think this is what's in your head, what you're expecting. It's like if I reach out to this person and share my feelings with them, they'll turn me down. Because there's this contradiction. Why is there an Ace of Cups and a Ten of Swords here? That's strange. So someone could be coming in and say, I love you after a breakup. Quickly. This could be love bombing energy with the Ten of Swords and Ace of Cups. Like, I love you. I want to be with you. I want to marry you. After weeks, days, months of not communicating with this person. I think this is for a cross watcher, not necessarily you guys. Or this could be someone coming towards you after they tried to play you. Now they want to settle down, or they want to take things more seriously. They want to share their emotions with you, and they're afraid that you'll turn them down because of how they treated you in the past with the Moon card, the Five of Wands, and the Hermit. They're aware of their own issues. And I think, like in the past, they may have felt confident that they can come back to you in and out of your life without any consequence. But now that they've learned about themselves and they know what they've done wrong, they're not as confident. They feel there's some guilt here, potentially. Guilt, shame, regret, remorse. They know what they've done wrong, and so they're more compassionate and empathetic towards you. And now they're considering how I guess they don't think they deserve this opportunity. They don't think they deserve another chance, but they want one with you. They want another chance. Spirit guide, some key words for the collective as it pertains to this message. I think as you've healed, this person will come back. And you may not want to hear it because they have a bad track record with you. Five of Swords, Three of Swords, Two of Swords. The Tens is here twice. The Five of Swords here twice. The Seven of Swords is also here. They've lied to you and gaslit you in the past. You've been through this situation with this person many times. Ten of Swords. And you really don't want to hear nothing from them, honestly. And they know you don't. And they know why now. They're not going to give you a what you doing, hey, big head text. That's not going to fly anymore. I think they realized that they were a waste of your time. And they were operating in a really dark, negative space. Fear of commitment, fear of connection, fear of intimacy. Goat. Sure-footedness, desire, reverie, navigates hard places with ease, faith, creative energy, aspiration, and tranquility. Capricorn energy, 10th house energy. This person is also concerned about their reputation. They may have a reputation of being a womanizer, especially if they're older, like they're in their 40s now, and they can't get away with what they used to when they were in their 20s and their 30s maybe. So now they're thinking about their legacy. They're thinking about long-term. Capricorn energy. One more, please. Stethoscope. Health card. Heart, mind, body. Get well. Be well. Get checkup. Healthy choices. Change in diet or exercise. This is you taking better care of your health, mind, body. I mentioned the balancing and integration of different energies: earth, fire, air, and water. This person may have health issues. Like, I'll give you an example. This person could have been running the streets in their 20s and 30s. Now they're in their 40s and they have gout and diabetes and high blood pressure. And now they want something long term because their body is breaking down from poor diet, stress. One more, please. Owl. Insight, wisdom, wise choice, unusual powers of discernment, which is the clarity information here. The Hermit and the Moon card as well. You're seeing yourself differently. Deciphering mystery, sees truth behind the wall. Good advice, no sense of humor. Look at life from all angles. Explore unknown and magic in life. This person coming towards you knows that whatever experience you went through with them has made you wiser, stronger, more confident in yourself. You're seeing things differently. You're seeing things for what they are, not what you want them to be. That's what they're afraid of too, these owl eyes. This perception you have that's sharper, more clearer. Owls are nocturnal birds, so you can see through the veil or through darkness or deception. They can't lie to you anymore. So you may be aware that this person's coming back around after 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years because they need someone to take care of them. They may need someone to take care of them because they're failing in health or something's going on. Not that serious, but their meat don't work no more because they got diabetes or high blood pressure, things like that. They may have had a health scare even that forced them to think about their mortality and their legacy, death even, Saturn and Capricorn, time, old age, legacy. And if they come back to you with a broken down body or broken penis, they know that you'll know why they want to commit to you now. Like they were running around the streets for many decades, many years, I don't know. You've known this person for a while. They kept coming back in your life and not committing to you. They may have some sort of health scare that forces them to sit down and take their lives more seriously. Knight of Wands, Ten of Cups. They'll be fine though. It's just that now, I guess the fear of God's been put in them. One more please for the collective. One more please for the collective. Compassion. You're being asked to be kinder to yourself. Give yourself a break. Instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend. I think I mentioned this earlier. Somebody has a bad personality or had one. Be a loving comforter who always has your back. But to do that, you have to be vulnerable. And I think you lack compassion before, or this person lacked compassion. I don't know what to tell you, because this person, there may be somebody coming back needing your compassion and patience. But you really don't want to be a nurse with a purse. You don't want to be anybody's caretaker, especially when they've spent their younger years running around the streets, playing hard to get, acting like a player. They were just running for themselves. They may tell you that. They were afraid of commitment. but they could have a health scare that forces them to sit down. A heart attack, diabetes, especially if they're over like 35, 40 years old. They drink too much, smoke too much, poor lifestyle. They may start to think about their mortality and a legacy. Presence. Lighten up, create, and change. Presence. You're being asked to spend more time in the present moment equals stop ruminating about the past or longing for the future. Your life is happening right now, and when you're not present for it, you miss all of its beauty. Beauty is here too, and I think there is beauty in you or this person realizing that they are the cause of their own problems, and thus they're the solution as well. It's up to them. Lighten up. You're being asked to always remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious. Yes, there are hard things happening, right? 9 of Wands. Always so serious, defensive, guarded, ready to bite somebody's head off, asshole energy. Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it's not easy to be here on earth, but you can always find time to laugh, be silly, and have fun. It's so important that you do. Create. 5th house energy. You're being asked to connect with your creative side in whatever way feels best. This part of you needs extra attention right now. It needs to be expressed in a bigger way. This is like the moon in the 5th house. 1st house energy. Change. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. This metamorphosis with the butterfly here. Beauty card. Change is not always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. That's what I think you're doing now as you learn how to embrace vulnerability, how to embrace fear, how to connect to people on a human level and not just a sexual level, connecting on an emotional level, mental, psychological, spiritual, not just physical. Real intimacy. 8th house energies. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, I would say Libra, Taurus. Let me get one more card and I'm going to call it a day. No, I'm going to get 2 more. Angel number and a soul's truth card. All right, spirit guides, let me get an angel number for the collective. Thank you, archangels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good luck. Spirit guides, progress, justice. I mentioned justice earlier. Structures, systems, processes, conditioning, and rules. You are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall into place. Good luck. Something happening in succession, a domino effect. Things kind of falling into place finally for you after this moment of clarity. Spirit guides, what's going on for the collective? I need some more support. Need some prompts, some more guidance for the collective for their highest good. What do they need to do here? Okay, 1 card, please. What if it isn't true? The thing you're telling yourself right now, the concrete reasons why you think you don't belong, 9 of Wands, you can't do it, 9 of Wands, 5 of Swords, you won't get there, or you're not enough, 9 of Wands, or it's not for you. What if it wasn't true? It is time for a soul chat. Close your eyes, put your hands on your heart, and ask the wise one within you, this owl. What if it isn't true? What else might be possible? Journal your answer. What lie do I need to let go of? Escaping intimacy, clarity. To reach my soul's truth. And the lie is you can't trust anybody. You're not good enough for anybody. You're not safe. You're helpless. Those are lies you're telling yourself. Okay? And that is why you're afraid of vulnerability. You're afraid of intimacy. You're afraid that you won't be accepted if people know who you truly are. So you may have a mask, massive ego, but also a mask that you're wearing to hide your insecurities. And you may mask your insecurities with self-destructive, antisocial behavior. I'll push you away before you push me away. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you for listening. I look forward to reading your feedback. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon.